All right, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to Gimme 5. Opportunities missed yesterday in the debate for Donald Trump, no question about it. The polls will reflect just how many opportunities he missed and how painful those missed opportunities will translate when it comes to polls. Now, having said all that, I want to focus on the last segment of the debate. This was quite interesting. I thought Trump was quite strong on this, notwithstanding Hillary's gratuitous attack, which Donald Trump, I think, should have fired back on. But let's take it from the beginning. Watch.
She doesn't have the look. She doesn't have the stamina. I said she doesn't have the stamina. And I don't believe she does have the stamina. To be president of this country, you need tremendous stamina.
The quote was,
you
I
have,
just don't think she has
wait a minute, unless you ask me a question. Did you ask me a question? You have so many different things you have to be able to do, and I don't believe that Hillary has the stamina.
All right, he's made his point, and here's how that proceeded.
Well, as soon as he travels to 112 countries and negotiates a peace deal, a ceasefire, a release of dissidents, an opening of new opportunities in nations around the world, or even spends 11 hours testifying in front of a congressional committee, he can talk to me about stamina.
All right, so that's her answer. I've traveled more places than anybody else. I've negotiated this, I've negotiated that. I thought that was a fairly weak answer, but the only answer she could have. What else could she say? Look at me, I'm strong. Look at me, I didn't fall down, and it's almost 90 minutes, so I do have the stamina. What else could she say, really? And then Trump hit her back, and hit her back hard.
Hillary has experience, but it's bad experience. We have made so many bad deals during the last... So she's got experience, that I agree, but it's bad experience. Whether it's the Iran deal that you're so in love with, where we gave them $150 billion back, whether it's the Iran deal, whether it's anything you can name, you almost can't name a good deal. I agree. She's got experience, but it's bad experience. And this country can't afford to have another 4 years of that kind of experience.
Now, that was one of his best moments, along with the first part of the debate. He finished strong. That was a very good response. However, instead of saying, she can't think of anything she did, the Iran deal, great. How about the Russian reset? How about you talk about Putin? You criticize me for what I say about Putin. You set up Putin to take Crimea. You ruined the whole Middle East. Look at the Middle East. It's a disaster area. He did hit her on ISIS earlier. He could have reviewed and hit her on ISIS. He could have gone down the list. He could have also brought up her taking money from countries that kill gays and treat women like garbage in the Clinton Foundation. Didn't do that. Missed opportunities, missed opportunities. And it's a shame. It's a shame. She was there for the taking. He could have ended this last night. He really could have. That's how weak she was. And that's how someone more equipped, more ready, could have destroyed her politically. Destroyed her. Not by jumping on her, but just by talking. But saying the things that needed to be said. Benghazi. That's your experience, Hillary. Benghazi. I have a Gold Star mother here in the front row. The military supports me 65%. Why, Hillary? Because you were a mess, Hillary. Nothing. The word Benghazi never crossed Donald Trump's lips. But let's get back to this more.
He tried to switch from looks to stamina. But this is a man who has called women pigs, slobs, and dogs. And someone who has said pregnancy is an inconvenience to employers, who has said women don't deserve equal pay unless they do as good a job as men.
All right. You see what I would have done? You want to know what I would have done? Hillary, I might have said pregnancy is an inconvenience to employers. You believe pregnancy is an inconvenience to women. You believe in killing that baby and says it has no constitutional rights until the moment it's born. Wow. Wow. Right? How come I could do that and he can't? And as far as paying equal pay for women, Hillary, you've never done that. not in your Senate staff, not in your Clinton Foundation. Didn't happen. Didn't say it. Would have put it would have destroyed her. Nothing. Nothing. I could have done it, but I'm not up there. This is what bothers the heck out of me. Missed opportunity. Let's keep going.
Hillary is hitting me with tremendous commercials. Some of it said in entertainment. Some of it said somebody who's been very vicious to me, Rosie O'Donnell. I said very tough things to her, and I think everybody would agree that she deserves it, and nobody feels sorry for her. But you want to know the truth? I was going to say something extremely rough to Hillary, to her family, and I said to myself, I can't do it. I just can't do it. It's inappropriate. It's not nice.
All right, now let me stop right there. Once she said that you called women blah, 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 I would have said, I might have called women names, Hillary, but I could bring here Paula Jones, I could bring here Juanita Broderick, I could bring here Kathleen Willey, I could bring here woman after woman, and they will talk about, Monica Lewinsky, how you enabled your husband to attack them, harass them, whatever, and then you tried to ruin their lives. I think that would have been appropriate. I don't care. And you'll hear the explanation from Donald Trump in a second. As a matter of fact, let's skip to that explanation 174. He was on Fox and Friends this morning, and he told why he didn't do it.
Well, when she hit me at the end with the women, I was going to hit her with her husband's women. And I decided I shouldn't do it because her daughter was in the room.
Is that what you mentioned? You know, I had something I could bring up, but I didn't want to bring it up?
In front of Chelsea. Having to do with her husband.
Many people thought that the
all of the women. Yeah, but they sort of thought that was it. And I didn't feel comfortable doing it. I think I did the right thing. It's not worth a point. I didn't feel comfortable doing it with Chelsea in the room. I think Chelsea's a fine young lady. I didn't like doing it with Chelsea in the room.
Chelsea's not 12 anymore. Chelsea's not 12 anymore. And if that's the real reason, I respect it, I guess, but I think it's a big mistake. She's going for the jugular. That's one issue, that he had the ammunition in his head. He didn't have it on the equal pay for women. He didn't have it on the, pregnancies and inconvenience to fire back and say, you favor abortion. You think it's an inconvenience for women. He didn't have that in his head, but he had the women issue. And he could have fired back and said, you have some nerve. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. Missed opportunity, missed opportunity. All right.